very special episode of The Groove.
Hi everybody, how's it going? We hope it's going well. The topic of Rock Your Travel Biz came up. And Bree's been hearing this, and I heard this at Cruise 360, and then we heard that Michelle and Alex have been hearing the same thing, and John Morrison and Vicky are all hearing the same thing and asking the same question. And the question is, when's TPI Extravaganza? We're not doing Extravaganza any longer. So we were a little surprised by that, because we were like, why are they asking us when is Extravaganza coming back? Doug said, well, what about the people who are new? They don't even know what the heck Extravaganza is. And so maybe we just haven't done a good enough job in explaining what the benefits are of attending Rock Your Travel Biz. You know what? Maybe we didn't do a good enough job in explaining the difference in the way TPI is reformatting our conferences. And we're hoping this will also answer the question, what is the difference between what y'all experienced at Extravaganza versus what we're doing now? Now, those that came to TPI Rocks saw the difference.
You know, last year TPI went through a massive rebranding. So our company was new top to bottom. And with that came a lot of the events. And Extravaganza was one of those things that went out with the old, and then TPI Rocks was in with the new. If you're trying to get in the headspace of where we made the switch, it was in the same moment and movement as the rebranding of the company as a whole, really.
Basically when I came on board. You can blame me. Extravaganza was the annual conference that TPI put on, I think, for 4 years. Here's what we heard, and here's what we saw through our data. Everybody had a great time. Suppliers just showed up like they normally do, and suppliers love our TPI agents. We didn't see massive growth with the agents that attended. What we saw was a massive engagement, which is great. But we know you're in the business to build your business and to make money. And part of the rebranding was really bringing out the spirit that was already here at TPI that Ken and Tony Sr. started many, many years ago, which is you are small business owners, you are entrepreneurs serious about your business, passionate about travel, and want to make a profit in doing so. We are trying to make the world a better place through travel. When we looked at what Extravaganza really brought to the table, many of the breakout sessions were valuable, awesome topics, but they were also topics that you would experience at Cruise 360 or at Cruise World or at the Ensemble Conference or at the ASTA Global Convention or at any of the travel agent forums. So we thought, the only way we're really going to be able to help our agents go from here to here is if we help them build stronger businesses. And the only way we're going to be able to help them build stronger businesses is if we hire human beings. Now, I say that all the time here at TPI. Yes. I'd rather hire humans. The amount of money that went into, and resources that went into putting on Extravaganza took away from the resources for us to be able to hire a video editor, for us to be able to hire a social media person that's dedicated to social media for you, for us to hire 2 graphic designers that are all about web and graphic design, to hire more people in our business development department, to add to our agent support team. They were able to now then afford somebody like myself who can come in and help with the marketing and the rebranding, and it has worked. What we're seeing, and I just pulled a report just today of our platinum agents, is you guys are thriving. And it's because we've been able to focus on helping you build your business. So when we rebranded, we said we could either spend close to $1 million on Extravaganza, or we can come up with some other ways that we can help spend our supplier money more effectively to touch you more often, as opposed to everything into that 2-hour trade show. And so that's when we came up with TPI Rocks. We wanted it to be something unique and different, and we like it being intimate. Now, those that came to TPI Rocks, you fully understand what I'm saying. Our suppliers walked away and said, wow, I really got to know those agents, because everything was in one room. And it wasn't 400 people and a crazy vendor show with bells and whistles going off. I mean, that's exciting, and believe me, I love bells and whistles, and I definitely love it when we get prizes. But it was like they really want to know you. That's their desire, is to work with you directly. And so the TPI Rocks format, all in one room, smaller, intimate, gave us the opportunity to do so. And we heard from the agents that you guys loved it as well. And we still had a great time, right?
Absolutely. It was a ton of fun.
So TPI Rocks is designed as an annual conference, kind of our bigger conference, somewhere where we're going to take it away or do something kind of exciting with it. So that's TPI Rocks. We had one last year. This year we decided to kind of pause, and we said, you know what? Not everybody can come to Cancun, right? Not everybody can go from all these places. And now we have agents that are on the West Coast. We're on the East Coast, so you East Coast people get to see us often. West Coast and Midwest people said, gosh, I always have to travel so far. So Bree and I were like, well, shoot, what are we going to do, Bree?
We're gonna come to you.
We're going to you, big guy and girl, right? Let's do a regional conference in San Diego, and let's tag it on to the ASTA Global Convention, because if you want more breakout sessions and all that, we want you to take advantage of it, and ASTA's given us a great deal so that you can experience some of the great training that ASTA provides that many of us don't know. So with San Diego, West Coast agents, come to San Diego, experience. It's our TPI Rocks, but in just a tinier format, with still the same heart, soul, and information and the benefits. The benefits is the direct agent-to-agent communication and rubbing of elbows and sharing of best practices and sharing of the secrets. Our platinum panel is coming back for that. We're going to teach you how to pitch your local media, because I'm firmly obsessed with all of you being on your local TV station. There's no reason not to. So I'm bringing in a PR person so that we can teach you how to pitch your local media. We're going to walk out with a pitch. So that's San Diego and Boston and Atlanta. All three are going to have the same content. So everything we do is to provide you with the best possible tools for you to make money. Simple as that. Grow your business. If you're new to TPI or you're new to the industry, it can be extremely overwhelming. We just got back from Cruise 360, and we heard this, a lot of new agents to the industry. Great information. Glad they came. But boy, they're trying to figure it all out.
The amount of times that I heard it was like a fire hose in the face,
Yeah.
is I couldn't even keep count.
Right.
It was a lot of information to consume, and that's what Extravaganza was, plus all of the hubbub and all of the extra, and that's what a lot of these conferences are. And our conference Extravaganza was just like all of those, and that was being ordinary. Well, TPI, we're not an ordinary host agency, so why would we host an ordinary conference?
Right.
And that's kind of where we're going with TPI Rocks and Rock Your Travel Biz. We're doing something out of the ordinary for this industry, and it's kind of time that you take advantage and really grab onto that concept of moving forward and not doing what you're just used to, and not just the traditional format of a conference, because this is incredibly beneficial for you. It's very fast paced. We're not wasting your time. It's a lot of information very fast, but it's good information. It's all about building your business, and it's all about the connections, like Jen was saying, with the suppliers, but not even with the suppliers as much as the local agents. I mean, you sit at these tables with all these people that you don't know, and you make great friends, make great connections. I know a lot of people that have come out of TPI Rock saying, yeah, now I call so-and-so and they help me out with my business when I'm on a cruise, or now I call them and they've been helping me really figure out how to move on with my business. Plus the panels. The panels are so beneficial and so interesting, very engaging and interactive. So you're not just sitting in the audience listening to people talk at you all day. You're getting to have a real conversation with the people up on the stage who are masters of their own craft. So it's definitely beneficial for you.
But we're a TPI family. And so at Rock Your Travel Biz, even more so than what we did at TPI Rocks, because we're limiting each location to 100 agents, right? You guys have gone through this together. You will form the ability to have a community, especially if you're new to the industry. This is the investment to make, and it's not an expensive investment. If you're going to do one thing this year, or even two things, spend some time with your family, your TPI family, because it's well worth it for you, because you're going to create that community. And then go to one of the other larger conferences, because you have to invest in yourself, right? And to be able to ask the questions. At TPI Rocks, one of the best panels was our platinum panel. And people said they came up to the platinum agents the rest of the time that we were there, asking them more questions, and they're so gracious with their time. Same thing with the sales panel. We're going to mix it up a little bit. We've got Valerie Gosson and Effie Walthall. They're coming up with a cool, like, interactive role play session so that you can really feel what it is and ask those questions that feel embarrassing to ask, and they're going to tell you exactly what to do. So especially if you're new to the industry, this would be a great way for you to be able to connect with other agents, get some of the basics down, because I know deep in my heart that those that have come, and I'm actually tracking the progress, those that have come that came to TPI Rocks, their sales are improving. Their sales are going up. Why? Because they feel more confident, they got more focused, they devoted some time to themselves, I think it's more confident, more focused, more resources, more tools,
Gain some relationships.
gain
for
some
sure.
relationships, took time for themselves. If you do that, you're going to grow your business. You're not going to grow your business as effectively and a heck of a lot, not as much fun, by just staying home watching webinars or our Agent Engage Lives. If you have the ability to be able to make it to Boston or San Diego, we want you to be there. We do. We just want you to be there. And we work so hard to provide you guys the tools and the resources and the programs that are different than anybody else because we understand entrepreneurs. That's my background. That's what I've done. It's not about travel agents. It's about building a business. And we just happen to sell travel to make that happen.
So if you guys are looking for more information, if we get to the nitty gritty of what this conference really is, we have a great website that we've just put up for you guys, rockyourtravelbiz.com, B-I-Z, rockyourtravelbiz.com. If you need to see what an agenda looks like, it's up there. If you came to TPI Rocks, you know those days were a little long. We took in all the feedback you guys gave us. We shortened it up a little bit. The very first day, we're going to end at like 2:33. We're going to have a fun little happy hour, a couple hours of drinking, some hors d'oeuvres, getting to really mingle with each other and the suppliers, an extended version of the day already. And then the second day, we're going to end at 1. So it's going to be very fast, very tight, lots of good information, nothing too crazy, too long. But we also have amazing add-ons for you. We have the accelerator training on that Friday, the day it ends. We also have TTC University, which will happen the following day.
That's
in both-
Trafalgar, Brendan, Contiki.
So that'll be in Boston and Atlanta, and we might have some additional more goodies for you to be able to sign up for. So
We're still working on some things. Something maybe with CLIA, with some accreditation, maybe something with Ensemble at one of them.
Right.
We've got some things. Plus the suppliers are bringing great goodies, great goodies. I mean, at each one of the Rock Your Travel Biz conferences, these are our regional events. These are our regional conferences. Each one, Azamara is giving away a free cruise for 2. Any of the cruises, a free cruise for 2.
if you guys have questions or if there's something that's causing you to hesitate, let's find out what that is and let's talk it through. I met a lot of agents at Cruise 360 who are not necessarily grasping the concept. A TPI Insight, like I was stating earlier, is about learning how to work with TPI. So it's a great thing for brand new agents or people that are looking to kind of have a refresher on all the tools that TPI provides you. And that would be our accounting systems, how to submit a sale. It would be about cruise and tour and how TPI does the booking of groups in our groups department. It would be about business development and everything that they offer you.
Email
you can take
marketing
advantage of.
options, yeah.
Correct. Everything like that. It's more of an ins and out of TPI and how TPI works with you. But the difference with Rock Your Travel Biz is definitely it's the building of your business. It moves away from us so much and
It's all about
focuses
you.
more on you. Both have their benefits, or both are very beneficial programs, but obviously you can see the intention of both of them are much different.
And also
business
bring your
first.
challenges, your business challenges. Bring your top 2 business challenges.
Yeah.
Like, how cool would it be if I was able to overcome this challenge, whatever that is? Bring 2 business challenges.
And on top of that, I would say come with an intention for yourself being there. Maybe like a goal that you want to achieve. I want to feel like I learned more about this, or I really want to take this away from this conference. And I think you'll be able to find that in the spirit of it. We may not be talking about it exactly, but you may be able to get it in a conversation with another agent or a conversation with a supplier. So come with like an intention, and I think it'll be very purposeful and beneficial for you. I think the thing I'm most excited about is the cities themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
I am so ready to go to Boston or San Diego, Atlanta, have some fun. And that's the great thing. We chose a lot of fun locations. It doesn't have to be all business all the time.
So Atlanta is
June
June
15th and 16th.
June 15th and 16th.
Boston is July 20th and 21st.
Boston, July 20th and 21st.
August is 25th and 26th. And I pray I got that right.
Anyways, guys, again, this is about you growing your business. This is a thriving profession. And if you feel like there is more thrive that you want to put into your profession, then attending a Rock Your Travel Biz, that's why we called it Rock Your Travel Biz, will be a great regional way, a great way for you to, in a regional way, be able to connect with other agents and learn all these valuable tips and gain these benefits. We're coming to you. That's how important you are to us. We're coming to you. We care about you. Thanks, guys. Post your questions. We'll answer them for you and register.
Don't forget to sign up and register for Rock Your Travel Biz. Azamara Club Cruises will be giving away 1 free cruise for 2 at each event. Can't wait to welcome you on board.